What if I told you there was not one, not two, but three people who pretended to be the same person in order to claim the Russian throne? Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the False Dmitri series. Today we're going to talk about False Dmitri II. So after the murder of the first False Dmitri by Vasily Shoisky, some rumors spread that Dmitri had actually survived and fled. This set the perfect stage for another False Dmitri to enter. It's also noted that he didn't look at all like the first Dmitri, but people were willing to let it slide. Mainly because he had amassed a large amount of support from the Cossacks, the Lithuanians, and the Poles. And it was with this following that he was able to march towards Moscow and eventually claim the village of Tushino in 1608, earning him the nickname the Thief of Tushino. And the wife of the previous False Dmitri, Marina Mezinchek, even claimed that the new Dmitri was her husband. And then Shoisky, who was back in Russia on the throne, ended up reaching out to Sweden for support. And from this, he was able to sort of herd Dmitri away from the city. And then the Polish king also arrived to provide support, so a lot of Dmitri's Polish followers sort of abandoned him to follow their king instead. But Dmitri was still developing plans to eventually invade Moscow. However, in December of 1610, he was killed. Some people say that he was probably killed by one of his own followers, and other people say it was a Tatar prince named Peter Urusov, who first shot Dmitri and then cut off his head. The circumstances of his death are mysterious enough that eventually another pretender can claim that he is Dmitri and try to take the throne. Don't forget to tune in to part 3 where we talk about False Dmitri III. This episode is going to be particularly interesting because while False Dmitri III doesn't have much of an arc, there is a twist like you would not believe.